everybody, I hope that you guys are doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. We're looking at the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. Taurus. I just saw the image of an elephant. There's a pressing importance of following internally your blueprint, what is being activated, where you are being guided as far as what you're meant to be doing, fulfilling, life path, soul mission, all of that stuff. I'm seeing this even be like a promise where Spirit's telling you, if you follow internally the guidance that you're being given, if you follow like the Spirit, your spirit guides, the guidance that you are receiving karmically, where you are meant to be going, it is going to be more than enough for you. You know, sometimes we make decisions and there's that worry, like, it's about the difference between like making decisions from a spiritually intellectual place versus a worldly intellectual place. And this is what I'm seeing happening here. So it looks to me like Spirit is telling you, if you follow this, like internally, whatever this is that's being laid out to you, if you go in this direction, what it is that you will receive, it will absolutely be enough. It's about trusting that. What it is that you receive may appear differently than you expect for it to. It may not come in the form that you think that it will. This is something that must be zoomed out to be understood. However, when you reach the end, you reach the Ten of Cups. This feels like revealing to you even what is going to bring you that sense of like satisfaction and fulfillment that you want to feel, like that thing that you crave so deeply. Even changing your understanding, your perspective of like what happiness actually like means to you, and also what it looks like to you. It's like this: when we're using our worldly intelligence, there's this sense of making decisions based off of like how we can achieve this and that and how far we can go, and like let's check like the algorithm and see how many people are into that, and like how can we appeal to the most people at a time, like stuff like this. Or like, how do we get even more streams of income? How do we make this work? How do we make that work? It's like just thinking about things that will allow you to like collect more within the worldly, within the earthly realm. And then there's this like shift that is happening. There's this zooming out that's happening, where instead of being focused on just like the worldly material 3D, you're understanding that there are like other planes and other things that you're connecting with. And when you have a zoomed out perspective, you don't only see this, like, I'm hearing lowest paradigm, you see the other ones as well, and understand that spiritually, emotionally, you're connected on those higher levels. And so when you meet those needs, when you listen to that, when you tune into that, that's how you really find the Ten of Cups for yourself. Which is feeling like an absolute harmony and peace. That sense of joy, feeling in touch with your inner child, feeling connected, feeling like you have everything that you need, feeling safe, all of that. So it's aspiring towards light, truth, knowledge, spirit, all of that, rather than just collecting more stuff. The journey inward and all of that. All right, so we have Taurus and Gemini here. Okay, I'm looking at something going on with a partnership that is under development. There is a message about this, a new beginning. I'm hearing a chance offer. We have the Lovers. This is talking about partnerships. A partnership. Something that has not come to fruition yet, fully. Something that has not come to maturity, but something that is in the midst of happening. A partnership, something that you've been investing in. I'm seeing there be a message. Talk about expectations. Talk about what one can give, what one may be receiving. A conversation about taking a chance, trusting in something, believing in something, even taking a risk here. This looks like new territory. Whatever this is that's unfolding between you and this person. I'm hearing unknown, unfamiliar. But it's happening, is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing someone even, like, be taking a risk to reach out and connect with another person, like, from a water space, from an emotional space, from an energetic space. What this is that's going on. It's like, this is not only heartfelt and genuine. Somebody is absolutely looking to connect, and they also feel like they can, like, provide something that is connected with, like, what this is that they want. Even being able to talk about, like, hey, do you want to start this journey with me? Do you want to go on this adventure with me? Things like that. I'm hearing the word earnest. I'm hearing it doesn't happen every day. I like these little ad-libs that we're getting. It's like you may have been, or this person may have been, before finding themselves within relationships where, like, certain things were important to them. Now that the journey has been, I'm hearing, like, taken the course. It's like, now that we have inverted the process, now that it goes inside rather than outside, now that we are looking to connect internally with what we want rather than, like, externally what we need, now that we are putting the focus on the things that we feel but may not be able to see, there is something that changes here. There's something that shifts, and it is much more connected with what it is that we are looking for and what it is that is going to allow us to, like, find the, I'm hearing peace and sanctity. Looks like there have been some humps to move through too. It's like it hasn't been emotionally the easiest thing. I'm seeing some challenges, especially on the emotional front, especially tied in with, like, partnerships and relationships. Feeling, like, disappointed by things that had unfolded in the ways that they did. Feeling like what we expected was not what materialized. And learning to get to a space where we even came to terms and accepted that. So I'm seeing like that's also what you've made progress with doing too. Learning the lesson of acceptance. Moving into a space, being in flow with what is rather than what is not. Even understanding love from a less conditional context is what I'm hearing. Seeing it from a place of acceptance and optimism. Being honest about what it is that we feel, being honest about what it is that we see. Moving into a space where we feel like we can, I'm hearing, become fully enthralled within our connections. I'm seeing right now, it looks kind of like Spirit has you on a bit of a roller coaster. And you don't know when you're going to go up, you don't know when you're going to go down, you don't know when you're going to go straight. Maybe it starts going backwards at times too. I'm just seeing you kind of like buckle up and be down for the ride here. And Spirit telling you like just hold it together while we're on this. So this is what I'm seeing that's playing out here. I'm seeing you be on this roller coaster for a purpose. It's not just like happenstance that you find yourself on this thing. There is like absolutely a significance to this. There is like a bigger purpose, a bigger like unfolding of what's happening. This is so one can get to a space where they feel like they're clear on expectations, values, what it is that they're looking for within a partnership. What to give, what to receive, how to show up for oneself, how to show up for another person, how to receive the showing up of another person, how to get into a space where we can also see, like, is that person it, or am I trying to fit them into something that they don't fit into? How can we be more loving? How can we be more accepting? And how can we be honest, the most honest, when things don't unfold in the way that we think that they will? I'm hearing recovery. It's like when you connect with a person and you're figuring out like whether or not you're compatible, sometimes we get to a point where we realize that there is a lack of compatibility. So how do we stay in a space where we are being honest with ourselves and also with the other people about that? So I'm seeing that also be part of this too. So there's one side where there's a sense of things maybe not going completely in the direction that you thought that they would, thought that they might. Then on the other side of this, I'm seeing that be happening with like one night, one initiative energy. Then we have another energy here. And I'm seeing somebody has gone through an experience where emotionally they've been let down, they felt disappointed, what they had expected, that was not what materialized for them. For you, whoever is resonating with this, reverse the energies if it works for you. And then this person comes out on the other side of it, and they're in a space where they feel like they have things more together, feel like things are more concrete as far as like standards, expectations, values, all of that stuff. There's a sense of being more sure, more steady, less going off like whims emotionally, and more so being in a place where there has been like true and genuine growth emotionally, emotional mastery. So this person comes through, they're making an offer. I'm seeing this be maybe different from the normal way that they would do things. To have Uranus and also Saturn here, this is about like entering into a new cycle, entering into a new chapter, and doing things in a way that feels authentic to you, even if it's different, even if you're breaking routine, even if you're breaking normalcy, even if you are breaking compliance in some sort of way. Meaning, rather than just going along with maybe what's like normal or socially acceptable or what you normally do. You may be taking a risk or taking a chance because you believe in this thing that you're doing and because you don't want a repeat of what it was that was going on before. So there's something about like maybe getting off the more like regularly used path and moving onto a path of your own fortitude. And opening up a new chapter this way. So this is what I'm seeing that's happening here. I'm seeing also that because you are doing things differently, because you are like not scared to take a risk here, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to take my chances on this. Maybe like I've never done this before. Maybe I'm not super familiar with this territory. Like something about this is unfamiliar to you, but I'm seeing it be like the key variable that is going to help give you the perspective that you're looking for, and it's going to help connect you with what it is that you're looking for. And then I'm seeing the Hanged Man, which is being in a space where through an experience that we have and through looking more deeply into something, we gain a sense of enlightenment. We gain like finally the lens focusing in on what we were meant to be seeing all along. Like we realize even the truth, the meaning behind a situation, the concept that we were meant to like bring to the front of our brain and realize. So this happens here. There's this enlightenment that happens. It's because of moves that you have been making. So this is like on your own accord that this is happening. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So this is connected with like love, your connection with yourself, your connection with other people, something that brings you joy, something that brings you happiness. And I'm seeing you making progress with the things that like genuinely like fill you with that sense of joy and happiness, contentment, feeling connected with your inner child, feeling like you're showing up for yourself, and feeling like you're really listening and also following through. So I'm looking at Taurus, Neptune, Gemini, Cancer, Uranus, the Sun, Saturn, and Jupiter. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.